What if ancient warriors were never trained to destroy fear, but to understand it? What if the greatest danger on an ancient battlefield was not the enemy in front of you, but the mind that lost control within you? And what if the most important training of a warrior was never visible at all? Long before history recorded battles, weapons, or tactics, ancient warriors believed something simple and unsettling. Victory did not begin with strength. It began with the mind. To them, the body was only a tool. The mind was the true weapon. This belief appeared across distant civilizations that never met. From disciplined warrior cultures in the West, to silent traditions in the East, to ancient fighters whose names were never written down, a shared idea existed beneath their differences. A warrior who failed to prepare his inner state would fail when chaos arrived. They did not see battle as a sudden event. They saw it as a moment that revealed what had already been trained. To ancient warriors, preparation was not about aggression. It was about readiness. And readiness began with how one related to fear. The first and most misunderstood belief was this: fear was not weakness. Fear was information. When fear appeared, ancient warriors did not rush to silence it. They did not see it as something to be conquered. They believed fear carried a message. A subtle signal that something in the environment had shifted, a change in sound, a movement not fully seen, a decision that required attention. Fear sharpened awareness. It made the senses more alert, the body more present, the mind more focused on the moment that mattered, but only if fear was observed rather than obeyed. They trained themselves to feel fear without becoming controlled by it. To notice the racing breath, the tension, the sudden stillness inside the body, without reacting impulsively. Fear was allowed to rise, but not to rule. In their tradition, panic was not caused by fear itself. Panic came from resisting fear, from trying to escape it too quickly. When fear was accepted as a signal rather than a threat, clarity appeared. A warrior who ignored fear became careless. A warrior who surrendered to fear became paralyzed. But a warrior who listened to fear gained insight. Once its message was understood, fear was released. Not forced away, not denied, simply allowed to pass. This created a state where awareness remained intact, even under pressure. This was the first layer of ancient mental training. Observation before reaction. Awareness before emotion. From this belief followed the second rule that guided ancient warriors. Control must come before action. They believed that any action taken from uncontrolled emotion carried hidden weakness. Anger made movements predictable. Panic narrowed vision. Excitement disrupted timing. Emotion, when untrained, turned strength into liability. So warriors trained to slow the inner moment even when the outer world accelerated. They practiced internal stillness, breath steady, attention fixed. The body remained ready, but the mind did not rush ahead of the moment. They believed that speed alone was never the true advantage. Timing was. A calm mind could wait. A calm mind could see. A calm mind could choose when not to act. In their belief, restraint was not hesitation, it was discipline. The warrior who acted only when alignment appeared wasted no energy. He did not chase every opportunity. He moved when intention and circumstance met. This control created precision. Actions were deliberate rather than explosive. Movements were purposeful rather than reactive. While others responded emotionally to chaos, the trained warrior moved with awareness inside it. They believed the quiet mind perceived openings the restless mind could not see. Control before action was not about suppressing movement. It was about allowing movement to arise from clarity. But this control did not appear suddenly in moments of danger. It was built long before, which leads to the deepest layer of their mental training: mental readiness. Mental readiness was not confidence, it was acceptance. Ancient warriors prepared their minds to face uncertainty before it arrived. They contemplated loss, they acknowledged pain, they accepted the possibility of defeat, not to invite it, but to remove its power. They believed the mind feared what it had never faced. The unknown created tension. Surprise created rigidity. So they made the unknown familiar. By mentally walking through difficult outcomes, They reduced shock when reality unfolded. Nothing felt completely unexpected. This did not make them fearless. It made them adaptable. A mind shocked by danger becomes stiff. A mind prepared for danger remains flexible. Mental readiness meant being able to act decisively without desperation. It also meant being able to wait without tension, to advance without hesitation, to retreat without shame. They believed readiness was not about